Hours a day, 7 days per week, with a fresh approach. www.999wefm.com. WeFM News, online, on demand.
Good afternoon and welcome to WEFM's Midday News, brought to you with the kind compliments of Court St. Vincent Limited.
Wait and see, wait and see, wait and see, wait and see. Whenever we touching the vacancy, we just climb over the gate and see.
Boom! It's carnival time at Courts Ready Cash. So visit your nearest Courts Ready Cash for instant carnival prizes, tickets, and much more with your loan of $3,000 or over. Come home to Courts Ready Cash this carnival season and enjoy flexible payment terms, hassle-free service, and fast approval. All you need is your ID, proof of address, payslip, your job letter, and 2 references. Simple as that. Follow Ready Cash on Facebook and Instagram for your updates and in our in-store carnival parties and our carnival workout session. It's time for carnival at Courts Ready Cash. Visit shopcourts.com for details. Come home to Courts Ready Cash. We are ready when you are.
Everybody push something in the air.
Welcome back to WeFM's Midday News, brought to you with the kind compliments of Court St. Vincent Limited. I am your presenter, Rajiv Providence. First, on the local scene, Julian Francis has demitted office as Senator and Minister of Urban Development, Energy, Airports, Seaports, Grenadines Affairs, and Local Government. This was announced by Prime Minister Dr. Ralph Gonsalves on radio earlier this morning. We hear more from the Prime Minister.
Julian Francis demitted office yesterday, formally, with effect last night, and demitted office as Senator and Minister. And a young 33-year-old professional woman will be sworn in today as Senator and as Minister of Urban Development, Seaports Administration, and Grenadines Affairs and Local Government.
That was the Prime Minister, Dr. Ralph Gonsalves. Banava Brown, at a swearing-in ceremony held later in the morning, was sworn in as a Senator and new Minister of Urban Development. Minister Brown holds a master's degree in town and country planning from the University of West England. Prime Minister Gonsalves said Senator Francis will now serve as an advisor to the government. 2 Cuban doctors have been assaulted in the Georgetown area, with one of the doctors having to undergo surgery following the incident. This was disclosed by Prime Minister Dr. Ralph Gonsalves while speaking on radio this morning. We hear more from the Prime Minister.
2 Cubans up in the Georgetown area, 2 Cuban professional doctors, one who's come to help to work on the male who's helped to come to work on the MRI machine, MRI facility. He was assaulted and injured. He had to do surgery last night. I'm told he's recovering pretty okay. Another Cuban who was with him, a lady, another professional at the modern medical, was struck with a stone. The police investigating. I understand that somebody may be in custody. That somebody is in custody who may be of interest.
Prime Minister Gonsalves said that he had contacted the Commissioner of Police, asking him to contact the Cuban ambassador to St. Vincent and the Grenadines in order to have additional security arranged for the medical professionals. Still on the local scene, congratulations were extended to all those involved in all aspects of Vincimas, ensuring that the festival was a success. This came from Prime Minister Dr. Ralph Gonsalves one day after the final day of festivities. We hear more from the Prime Minister.
I spoke to Fireman Hooper for winning the soca competition, the power soca, and young J. Rouse. I haven't gotten JR yet. I tried to get his telephone number, but I'm giving my congratulations to everybody and all those who have been involved. From all reports, we have had a very successful, creative outpouring in Carnival, and people have enjoyed themselves.
Vincimas festivities kicked off officially on June 30th and ran up until Tuesday, July 11th. On to news in the region. The Pan American Health Organization, PAHO, on Monday began meetings in Washington to discuss the key components and implications for the region of the future pandemic instrument as well as the proposed amendments to the International Health Regulations IHR 2005. PAHO said that the meetings this week, which are being attended by officials from its 35 member states, including those in the Caribbean, is aimed at sharing information, promote better understanding, and facilitate consensus. It said both processes are driven and led by the World Health Organization, the WHO, and seek to ensure that the health, social, and economic impact of the COVID-19 pandemic is not repeated, and that the world is better prepared to prevent or respond to future pandemics through increased collaboration, exchange, and high-level political commitment. Approximately 800 young people from 14 regional countries will descend on Jamaica from July 15th to 29th for this year's Caribbean Cadet Camp. The biennial event, to be held under the theme Empowering Cadets, Tomorrow's Leaders, is one of the marquee activities for the Caribbean Cadet Association. It also forms part of the slate of engagements of the Jamaica Combined Cadet Force, the JCCF. The participants will converge on the grounds of Clarendon College for a series of training and exhibition activities. Jamaica's Minister of State in the Ministry of National Security, Juliet Cuthbert Flynn, will officially launch the camp during the opening ceremony on July 16th. The event, which returns following a break due to the COVID-19 pandemic, was last held in 2014. On the international scene, China has reacted angrily to a NATO communique portraying the country as a major challenge to the military alliance's interests and security. In a strongly worded statement issued halfway through their two-day summit in the Lithuanian capital of Vilnius, NATO leaders said the People's Republic of China challenged the alliance's interests, security, and values with its state. NATO declaration also said China and Russia were involved in a deepening strategic partnership and that the two countries were involved in mutually reinforcing attempts to undercut the rules-based international order. The leaders urged China to play a constructive role as one of 5 permanent veto-holding members of the United Nations Security Council and condemn Russia's war of aggression against Ukraine. The Chinese mission to the European Union condemned the comments, accusing NATO of distorting China's position and deliberately trying to discredit the country. And finally, in sports, Brighton captain Lewis Dunk has extended his contract by a year to 2026. The 31-year-old central defender has played 416 games since making his debut in League One in 2010. Brighton finished 6th in the Premier League last season to qualify for Europe for the first time. Dunk won his only England cap in a friendly victory over USA in 2018. He was recalled for June's Euro 2024 qualifiers against Malta and North Macedonia, but had to withdraw through injury. He was appointed Brighton club captain in 2019. This has been WEFM's Midday News. I have been your presenter, Rajiv Providence. Join us again at 3 p.m. for WEFM's 3 p.m. News. WEFM's Midday News is brought to you with the kind compliments of Courts St. Vincent Limited.
Family fun days are here. It's time for movie marathons, living room camping, sweet treats, and outdoor fun. At Quartz, we have TVs, appliances, outdoor furniture, grills, pools, and everything you need for a family holiday. Shop today and pay later with Quartz Ready Finance. Plus, stay protected for up to 4 years with Super Shield extended warranty. Quartz is bringing back the fun days and bringing value home. Offer ends July 24th, 2023. Special conditions apply.
Out with the old. We listened and went back to the drawing board. At last, a new, fresh beginning. A fresh